here's the thing I will say.
I still like Leon's
Everyone
part.
told me not to play Batman Arkham Origins because it sucks.
I like it.
And it's my favorite one.
Yeah, I like it. Which
I want to get around to playing it.
just because it's bad,
Yeah, I still have to do that too.
and I'm not saying that I've only played like a half hour of it, and I played Chris's campaign, which is like
you want
It's
to
easy. You know what? It's not the worst one. The worst campaign is the one where you're fucking Sherry and fucking Cool Guy McJake.
Cool Guy McJake. Is that Wesker's
no.
kid?
Yeah.
No,
By the way,
worst
if
one
I
is
do the
Chris.
Sherry campaign,
No,
when I
worst-
do the Sherry campaign, I'm playing as Sherry because I refuse to play as Cool Guy McBrosen.
Yeah.
by
Like,
the
I
way,
refuse.
Chris is worse.
I don't know.
Chris is worse.
At least, maybe. I
It's
don't know.
Call of
That's-
Duty.
Yeah.
My whole thing is that
Leon's
okay,
is great.
it's still a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that spiked ceiling.
Oh shit!
That's not ominous.
Oh boy.
But yeah, like
Is that the trapper from fucking Eternal Darkness down
That's
there?
what it looks like.
see, I like Leon's part though.
Leon's part is good for the first half, but it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't save the fucking game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like 1/3 of the game does not save the whole game.
No, like I recognize how bad it is.
And it's not even Leon's whole part that's good.
No, it's not.
It's just like the beginning section.
Yeah. And like the
It's
case
just and there's
of,
fucking clones of Ada running around, and none of the fucking game makes any sense.
and there's too many QTEs.
Yeah. Oh, I think I just ruined the game for Bird.
I don't care.
Like, I completely
finish
forgot
it
that
anyway.
was a spoiler.
I want to play it because I want to know what happens in the franchise. Okay.
You want to see where this downward.
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Go
And
ahead.
basically,
Big boy words.
basically, it's fucked up the franchise so bad
It's
where
circling
the
the
last
toilet.
2 games in the fucking franchise have been like, oh, this one takes place in 2009 and this place takes in 2010 because we don't want to have to fucking mention Resident Evil 6.
Yep. They barely want to mention Resident Evil 5.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. That's another thing. I didn't hate Resident Evil 5.
boy.
And Resident Evil fucking.
I didn't like it.
People bitch so much about Resident Evil 5 that I was like, why? Like,
It wasn't
it's
good.
not great, but like, if like Tom and I played it like, with, you know, like together. And if
Five
you
is
have
good with a person, like an
Yeah.
actual person.
Right.
Not,
AI in that game is terrible.
And
Yeah,
that's
it is.
why Resident Evil Revelations 2 doesn't suck, because you can switch between characters.
yeah, the AI on 5 was so bad.
Also, no matter how hard you try, I think people will still eventually jump in here.
They do. I'm just trying to get what ones I can.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
being
just thinking
proactive.
about
Oh, no, I
AI
totally-
in
I'm-
that
I'm
game
feeling you on that.
pisses me
So,
off.
so
Yeah.
basically,
But I didn't want somebody to be like, if you shoot them all, they don't come in the thing.
Actually,
That's not true.
He just did it right now. Nobody
Yeah.
jumped
So,
in.
but like, part of my thing was like, okay, I want to, like, 6 is the only third-person one that I haven't played yet. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm almost done with Revelations 2. I'll play 6. When I finish with 6, then I'll go back and I'll play, I'll play one of the older games because I never really played any of the other ones. I'll play Remake. I'll play 2 because I never finished 2.
I like 3. 3
I'll
is-
finish 3 and I'll do
No.
Code Veronica X.
Excuse me. Excuse
No.
me. Excuse me.
All right, so let's have this discussion. Everybody in here has played the original 3, correct? Except
Yeah.
for Bird?
Yeah.
I have not, yeah.
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 I like 3.
Which one do you think is the most difficult?
3.
I say 3.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3 is pretty hard.
Yeah.
But also,
I think the
it's one
difficulty
of
in 3 is because of the. I don't want to say
Oh,
that,
God,
it's,
you're still
that
there.
it's timed.
Right.
But like, there's all those like encounters with
Yeah.
the Nemesis.
Yeah.
Which
Nemesis
make
is
it
a bitch.
difficult.
Yeah.
Because you're always stuck. Like, I gotta
ammo.
do this. I gotta make this decision. I gotta go here,
Right.
or else I'm gonna get killed if I go that way.
Right.
So it's just like on the fly decisions that you have to make, which make it hard sometimes.
And honestly,
God damn it.
I might be in the what word I'm looking for here?
The minority?
Yeah, thank you. I think 3's the best.
Oh, 3's really good. I'm not saying it's like.
People like 2 because of their rose-tinted goggles and all that. Like, it's great.
By the way, 2 is a very good game.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, it is.
It is my favorite, not because that it's better or worse than any of the other ones. It's just because that's the one I played the most.
Yeah, I agree. As far as, like me liking it more, I like 2 better. But recognizing
Oh yeah,
the game,
3 is infinitely a better game.
yeah, 3 is a way better game.
I think the
It
bullet
did everything
crafting
that the
system in,
first 2 didn't do.
right. I think the bullet crafting system in 3 is stupid
But
it's
I like
annoying,
it.
but it works.
Yeah, it works. It's something new that the franchise didn't have yet.
Right. They did something different and
Yeah.
it worked. But
And
yeah,
the boss was incredible.
I think Nemesis makes 3 hard. I think actually a second campaign in 2 where you're running away from Mr. X is just as difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I think 1 is my favorite because I think I've played that one the most.
Well, but
I played that one the most.
That's
Plus,
got a
I
special
played.
place on all our hearts.
Yeah.
Plus, what's it?
Oh!
Remake. When Remake came out, I
Mashing.
played that one a lot too.
Yeah.
Matt, the shit.
So I want to say like
Matt,
Remake.
you're about to save the earth.
Remake is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same as 1, but
I think out of like the original 3 that released, the third one is the most difficult.
Yeah.
But going back to Remake, I think Remake, because of the Crimson Heads and some of the things that they changed,
the Crimson Heads.
they made it more difficult. I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know that maybe it's more difficult than 3, but they definitely made it more difficult. For
Has
the
anybody
remake.
seen like a brand new remake? Like
The HD one?
does it look okay?
It's
Like,
this. I mean, it's the same thing as the GameCube one. They just upres it
it's not like that.
and
The
took out
Silent Hill HD remake.
no, and they took out the tank controls.
Oh.
Or no, you can switch between tank
Yeah.
controls and whatever.
Yeah, like as long as it's not like the Silent Hill HD remake, I'm okay.
Well,
But
don't have
besides,
to worry about that anymore.
yeah. Besides of the
Wah,
tank,
wah.
the original run,
Look at that 0.
Look at that hit ratio, 72%.
Code Veronica
good.
X is my other favorite Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good game.
And that's another reason why I want to go back and I want to play all the Resident Evils, because I'm really interested in Claire's campaign and like what's going
Claire's
on with
my favorite
Barry.
character.
Oh yeah, she's
And
the
like
best.
what's going on with them. Like I'm interested in these characters.
Not
So-
Joey runs around.
No, not Jilly runs around.
Now, do I think it's really dumb that like somehow like after
Oh
5,
god, this part with the giant Salazar statues
Yep.
with the hands.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
I don't know why I thought you guys did this when I wasn't here that time.
But aren't you glad they
Mecha
did?
Salazar.
By the way, there is a part in one of there is a
Aren't you glad they didn't do it?
This is so dumb. This is the best part. It's so goddamn ridiculous.
When my favorite part of this fight happens, I just want to let you know that I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Because there's
know what
about
you're
30
talking about.
seconds of this level. Yes!
yes. That's like the third time that's happened in this playthrough.
I fucking love it.
So I think I know what part you're talking about on the flight.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yep. And as soon as it happens, I'm going to lose my shit.
Did we play this together?
Did we? We might have. I played it.
On GameCube, right? Didn't we play this on
Yes.
GameCube?
When I first bought this, as a matter of fact, the man sitting directly to my left, Christopher Hobbs, helped me beat this
Who?
game the first time around.
It was in school, wasn't it?
Well, when we were at Penn State.
Yeah,
Because the
and the,
first time I bought a GameCube when nobody cared. You know,
Yeah.
right before they stopped making GameCubes. and I was playing something. I was playing Melee
Oh, God.
in
Cool.
college.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, you should pick up Resident Evil 4. And I'm like, really? Maybe I should do that. And then I picked it up and I played it. And you're like, basically walking me through the first sections of it. And then I played it by myself and sold all my ammo and had to restart.
Jesus.
And now you know.
And now I know.
And hey, dumb things like that would happen later in Dead Space 2. Where we fucking got all the way to the end and had no ammo. And it happened to Tom and I both.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the podcast. right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I knew there was I knew we talked about that recently. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. We got all the way to the last boss and didn't have enough ammo because you have to fight the stupid regenerating thing.
I think I remember Bird talking about that
And I
when it
didn't
happened.
rotate my fucking saves, and neither
And you
did
were-
Bird, and we both
God
had to
damn
restart
it.
the fucking
Rotate
game.
your
was
saves,
so
kids.
mad.
I can't fucking specify this fucking enough.
Rotate your saves.
I was
So-
at your house when that happened. I remember him screaming about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this because you said you bought a GameCube when no one cared. What's your favorite? Like, what is your favorite like system?
What is my favorite system? The
Like
N64.
console.
Hands down, no
N64.
questions asked.
Yeah.
Sega
Mine-
Game Gear.
I don't know why you
Mine is
asked
actually
him.
the GameCube.
Yeah.
I really like the GameCube.
Yeah.
I don't
There's a
like the
ton
controller.
of there's a ton of games for the GameCube I really fucking love.
That's it's a tough call.
Yeah.
I
I like
like-
the Super Nintendo.
If I
honestly.
had a second chance, like a second pick, it would probably be PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go
think
PS2 or
PlayStation
Super.
PlayStation 2 is probably. You know
That's the
what?
one I had the longest.
I'll say this, and yes, it's newer gen, but I really like the Xbox 360. I got an Xbox maybe
You
a
got
year
the
or
most
so
out
after
of
it
that.
came out,
Yeah.
and I just like there's just so many good games on that. Like it has, it's yes.
Oh!
Whoa, 2 in a row, buddy.
Suplex City,
It's,
going
bitch.
off.
the 360 is much like the the PS2, where its library was just so huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had everything on it.
You know
The
what?
thing is, like, half the stuff we're talking about, like, oh, like these PS1 games and everything, they remade them. And
Yeah.
you just download them anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem PS4 has right now.
It's all
You can't get
HD
them.
releases.
Yeah.
Releases, yeah.
And you can't play the old games.
Yeah.
I think of.
Are they gonna
like,
fix it? Like, is that something that's coming?
No, I don't know.
No, they're supposed to do the They're supposed
Oh,
to start
that
re-releasing.
cloud system, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, they're supposed to be redoing the PS1 classics, aren't they? So
Yeah,
you can
the
play those.
streaming system, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
on
you
PlayStation
can't
Now?
do what you can't do.
Ah!
I
Yes.
am 3 in a row.
You can't do what you can do with the PS3, where you can just put it in and fucking play it.
yeah, but that's okay though. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
looked
I
at
mean-
some of the library for that. It looks good.
For me, like for Bird and I, like we both have an extensive.
See, that's good. I
PS1.
don't. So that'll be good for me.
Yes, so many fucking suplexes. I love
Suplex
it.
City, bitch.
We've been there so many times.
The whole reason I think that I like the N64 is A, because I was just the right age when the N64 came out, that like a lot of people had them, and Nintendo was still doing a lot of third-party stuff, so it wasn't
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, I can see
It's
that.
not like the
It wasn't
GameCube.
just Nintendo
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not like GameCube and the like how bad the Wii and the Wii U
Oh,
have
the
gotten,
Wii. Oh, yeah.
where it's just nothing but
Nintendo game.
Nintendo games.
It's all first party games.
Yeah, like the N64.
Where?
I'm already laughing.
There it is.
Sprint! Look at his little mouth
Why is it running? Why is its mouth moving?
This is like Ghostbusters.
I am Salazar. I'll get you, Leon S. Kennedy.
Make a Salazar.
Dude, you better do something
Fucking
crazy with
God
that.
damn it. You know what
So dumb.
I
So
would
fucking
I
stupid.
want Leon to get in a. I want Leon to get in a giant fucking stone fucking
I hope
Leon
he's
S.
just
Kennedy.
there staring at you when you
Jesus
climb up.
Christ.
I hope he's like right there.
I want that to be like a thing. Like, can we have like a
He thinks it'd be a recurring joke.
I wish that like in Mercenaries mode you could play as Mecha Salazar.
It's like an operatable vehicle.
He just turns into a hot rod for some reason.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Mecha Salazar.
More than meets your butt.
I was gonna ask
Is he
Tom
gonna
if
turn
you were
into the
alive
thing yet?
over
Is
there.
that when this happens?
It's at the top of this tower, yeah.
Okay.
It's at the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, apparently.
Oh! How's that feel, motherfucker?
Dude, that was like one of the most badass moments when you saw that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because you thought you caught it.
No!
Stop! In the name of love.
I really wanted a boss fight with those two things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like just that one in the hallway and then
Yeah.
the other one later.
I like that he doesn't pick his knife back up, but
No.
somehow surprisingly he has it still.
Yeah.
Yep. Game mechanics.
But I was going to mention this. You mentioned Super Nintendo as your
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
I think like that's my favorite like retro system.
Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah.
But like of newer systems or like newer gens and all that, I think GameCube's my favorite.
I think PS2 for me because of what I got out of it.
Yeah.
If
I
you-
got a lot out of that system.
Yeah.
I had to go through two, but I got a lot out of it.
I got a lot out
I
of
got a lot out
GameCube.
of my PS2 as well.
And the thing is, I mean, PS2 was fully backwards compatible. You could play all the PS1 games.
And it was really hard to
So,
break it.
Yeah.
There
It was
was
a good
no
system.
red rings. There was no, none of that.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Fucking
that
Donkey
can,
Kong.
That can really be said about most of those older consoles.
Yeah, they're like
Is there wasn't any of that red ring bullshit?
No.
they're built like tanks,
Yeah.
but now they're built like fucking a fragile little kissy girl.
Well, that fucking there was a
Our newer systems have glass bones and paper skin.
there was a picture online. It was like a picture of the PS4, and it was like if you sneeze at me the wrong way, I won't work. And then it's like it's a picture of an N64,
Yeah,
and it's like,
I've seen
lol,
it.
bro, you dropped the TV on me.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I've seen that.
Same thing with the GameCube.
Yeah.
The GameCube was resilient as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
I love that. Like, there was a YouTube video. They did the resistance test. They had the Xbox, the PS2, and the GameCube. They would drop them off the top of a building, and they plugged the GameCube and it worked fine. The other two were fucked.
Yeah, I remember G4 did that because
Yeah.
X-Play did it because Morgan Webb was dressed up in a fucking lab suit and shit. Hit him with sludge hair. The GameCube was fine the whole time.
Yeah.
GameCube can
Do the
survive
thing,
the
guy.
apocalypse.
There it is.
Yeah, I think out of all the disc systems, as far as this era of GameCube, PS2, and Xbox original,
I have something to say, but go on.
I definitely think the PS2 had clearly had a much longer life cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, it did, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, the last PS2 game came out earlier this year.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a FIFA game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
It came out
and
it was Brazil or something. It only came out in Brazil or Europe or something.
Right.
PS2 also
By the
brought
way,
me.
do you know how bad the fucking markups for video games and electronics are in Brazil? Because guess what? It's fucking outrageous.
Really?
A PS4 in Brazil costs $1,400 American.
My
Wow.
God.
Yeah. When I knew a kid who grew up in Brazil, he was
I know who you
building
mean.
his
Brazilian
own
Kevin.
Brazilian
Yeah.
Kevin.
he was getting the parts so he can build his own computer so he can take it back, rebuild it, and sell it because he would have made so much fucking money on
That's
it.
insane.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Speaking of selling things, guess what I put on my system, Amanda, just in case I ever want to sell it?
What?
PT.
Yeah, you're not
Every
allowed
time
to
I-
do
gonna be
that,
able
so
to.
don't even worry about it.
Why?
You can't sell it on eBay.
Yeah, they're
Why?
taking it off.
Yeah, they're one of their updated things now is that you have to clear the system before you sell it.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
they
Also,
didn't say
that
you-
makes you a scumbag.
that
Go
also they say you don't have to, but it's suggested that you clear the system.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's still Craigslist.
yeah.
And I might be a scumbag, but
Just
I'd be
saying.
a
By
It
the way,
makes you
I have it on my
handy.
PS4, and guess what? That game doesn't exist anymore. I wouldn't fucking sell that shit for anything.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't either. I'm just saying, wow, hey guys.
Hey, friends.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it because
How much money? That's ridiculous. How much money?
I would have made a $1,500 profit.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
selling them for $2,000. Not
That's
that anybody was
insane.
gonna buy it for fucking $2,000.
No.
No.
If you're gonna buy a PlayStation for $2,000 just because PT's on it,
You're sad.
You should probably rethink
Also,
your
here's
life.
the other thing. Maybe people need to remember this, and it needs to be explicitly stated, and it's going to come from my mouth. Just because you see somebody sell a cartridge or a game or whatever that you have
Doesn't
for
mean-
some exorbitant amount of money, that does not mean that's what it's worth.
No,
that
of course
means
not.
some dumbass on eBay tried to sell it for that much.
Yeah.
To be fair, that could be said about anything being sold ever.
Here's,
Oh, what's
here-
this? Earthbound in box for $800?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, fuck off. You know what the best indicator of what the price is going for is? Fucking Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazon's
Yeah.
a good one. Oh shit!
Hey, what's the lowest price on Amazon this is going for? That's what it's really worth. Probably.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
Whatever
How
game it
fucking
is that
guys
you
are they?
have, take the lowest price that you can find on Amazon, and that's probably what you'll get for it.
Maybe.
Unless you have unless you got the Men in Black, the MIB, mint and box. Then otherwise, you
What?
get more than the MIB, mint and box. But I
Oh,
said
mint in box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stuff in box always goes more, and there are definitely people who will
that's a
go
thing
for
for
that
people,
a
yeah.
lot more than other people. But like,
Jesus.
geez, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if you don't... No matter what, there's a merchant at the top if you're low on shit.
Right.
Oh, there you went.
And you're almost there, so you're...
Yeah. Never stops being awesome. Bing! You gotta make sure you get them Chuck Billies for that hand cannon.
Super.
Yeah!
Now you're just setting it up on purpose.
I I mean, it's either that or kick.
Now you're just
That
showing
is
off.
effective.
And if you can't roundhouse, that's the only good option.
Because Suplex City.
I want to go down. Why can't I go down?
One of my favorite things to do is I'm part
you
of a
might be
group.
fucked.
I'm part of a group on Facebook that's basically just like a local retro gaming Facebook group where people just like, oh, this is what I picked up this weekend. I got it for this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites is this one dude constantly is on Craigslist posting reposting Craigslist ads on Facebook, and it's like, I got Super Mario 2 in Duck Hunt,
I think there was something behind you.
or I got Super Mario in Duck Hunt. It's worth $800 for
Okay.
a cartridge, and
Why are you
everybody's
talking
like,
a Pittsburgher?
because it's
Because
fucking,
he's
He clearly was.
it's Craigslist.
Yeah. There's a yeah, that's what. It
Yeah.
was.
Talking like a ninja.
I don't know if you noticed, but that Mario and that Duck Hunt's worth about $800 for one of them cartridges.
It's super rare. They don't make them anymore.
Super rare one of them cartridges.
You know what's sad? I can actually hear someone.
If you want to haggle, we can go down to Case Iron City.
There was an episode of
Please don't say it.
Pawn Stars, not Pawn Stars. That one where the locker show,
Oh,
I know what you're.
Storage Wars?
Storage
Storage
Wars.
Wars.
Do you guys know which episode I'm talking about?
Storage Wars.
There's like a random,
Yes, I know
random
exactly what
Russian
you're talking
dude.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sees an
Yes.
NES in one of the storage lockers and pays like $1,200
Yep.
for the storage locker, thinking he's gonna get like $1,400 for this NES.
And he gets nothing.
And he's
for
like,
it.
I once saw on the internet that a man sold the NES for $1,400. And I'm like, dumbass. I'm literally just,
I can't hard enough for this.
I can't long enough. So he gets to this like shop, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll give you $50 for it. And he's like, what do you mean?
What?
But
What is this?
What do you mean?
What a twist.
Like, the look on his face is just like sheer shock and panic. And I loved it.
Excuse me?
It's like from Arrested Development. I've made a horrible mistake.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep, that's the exact face.
thanks for that reference. Love that show.
Speaking of like pawn place shows,
Yeah.
Yes.
those were words that came out of my mouth.
That was a thing.
The last
place
season
shows.
of
They didn't come
Full
out so
Show
much you
just
shoot them
finished
up
up
and
a
spit
few
them
months
out.
ago.
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of the best skits they did on the last season
Was Ponsylvania?
Ponsylvania,
Yeah.
where it was Andy Daly as one of the dude, like a guy from Pittsburgh, and then Nick Kroll is a dude from Philadelphia, and it's just back and forth the whole fucking time.
Do you think anybody else besides us thinks that's funny?
I think,
Like,
you know what?
do you
There are
think people from other states think that think
It's a
that bit is
hard.
funny?
It's a
Probably
hard
not.
thing to pull off, like that accent.
Yeah. It's
Like-
not easy.
Like
I know everybody loved Pittsburgh Dad, like online, and
Yeah.
that's pretty funny. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not-
I don't love it.
it's overdone.
But there's a web series that was on for a while. It's
I've
called
seen it. I know where this is going.
what the fuck is it called?
This is like
Oh.
one of my Japanese
looks sad.
animes.
His hand just looks sad. He's like, oh man.
yeah, like it sucks. Like you didn't fight the other guy. He just
Yeah.
gets sucked up into this thing.
But yeah,
Turns
I
out
know,
this giant weird dick monster.
I know where this is going.
What was the name? Okay, so Bird, you were talking about your weird.
It's called like. It's called
I'm
like.
sorry, I was
something-
about to say you were talking about your weird dick monster. No, I was talking about the weird
It's
dick
like
monster.
something in Donnie. It's like two guys.
yeah.
And,
Oh my
and-
god.
And it got like they had a web series that was really funny, and it's like the two of them and like the one guy's husband and like this other chick who's just like there.
The one guy's husband?
The one guy's wife. I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, it's progressive.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it could be. I don't know.
And
You do
and
you.
They did a pilot. They made a pilot,
Oh, yeah.
and it got picked up for IFC to like get made into a show on IFC. So it must have been funny enough that like that to get made into a fucking show.
Yeah, I
that
guess
people
I
think
always,
that's.
I always wonder, like, do people outside of Pittsburgh get that?
I think they do.
They would have to in order for a show like that to be on like IFC.
No, it hasn't been out yet, but they aired the pilot, and the pilot is goddamn hysterical.
Speaking of Pittsburgh,
There's that thing where it was like
There's like a store, and it's called like Red Up Your Room or something like that.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
Really?
ridiculous. And the whole episode is so the one guy keeps buying stuff from the store, and they keep fucking him over. So he goes and he buys this really nice like patio furniture set, and instead of like just like like putting it
thought I was
up.
gonna go over.
He takes all the wood and he just like traces it on like shitty like pine, and then he's gonna cut it and then put it back and then give it back to them. But he doesn't have time to cut it out, so he just traces everything and puts it back in the box. And they're like, "Yeah, we know this is it." And then they're like, they read him like this big manifesto, like why he's not allowed to come to the store anymore. Oh, it's fucking hysterical.
God damn it.
So, speaking of Pittsburgh and whatnot, there was a reality show that I was trying to cast for.
Oh God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe you're going to actually talk about this on the air right now.
yeah.
I'm not going to mention the part I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm not that stupid. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you and I are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we are.
No. But apparently they're looking for like a quote-unquote Yinzer family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no, I was gonna say this, like, when to go back on, like, does a Pittsburgh accent like really translate well on TV and comedy and
I
all
think
that?
it does. It's
what's
no
his name
different
from-
than New York accent.
Yeah.
What's the one?
I feel like people don't know it as much.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could
'cause
be
it's
just
weird. It's
But-
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like the
to
only
be
thing
fair-
people know is yins.
Yeah.
There's the one guy from Mike and Molly,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Gardell.
Billy Gardell.
Yeah.
He's like he's on DVE a lot, and he talks about it. He'll mention like they don't really know it that well in like Los Angeles. So like it's like a fucking alien fucking language to them sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to like sell. Like
Yeah.
you remember fucking Steve Burns' show? Like it
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
lasted like 2 seasons, and it was a really good show. It was a
Yeah.
show that was filmed, well, not filmed in Pittsburgh, but
it's-
like took place in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know what
And
movie?
it did okay, but
I like Steve Byrne. He's funny as fuck.
yeah.
I watched-
Byrne hung out with him.
Have we ever told this
I
story
think you.
about?
I think you have.
Have we? Okay.
But just to make a short story even shorter, Bird went and saw Steve Byrne and asked him to get up on stage.
Oh, and he was the sexecutioner.
and he called him the sexecutioner. What did he call you, Bird?
He looked at me. He's like, "That's not a real person."
That
he's like,
is
"Get
not
up
a
on
real-
stage." You're not a real person. He looked at me. I'm like, I don't know if I am or not. That's kind of like what I was like, if that man doesn't think I'm a person, then what am I?
The thing was, it was a bit where they got people bringing people up on stage,
They got they got a
and
bunch
they
go
tried
ahead.
to do like a boy band type thing.
Yeah.
and everyone had to make their own like sexual name or whatever.
Yeah,
they
he like
gave,
gave
like,
everyone sex names, and I was the sexecutioner.
Bird was the sexecutioner.
And so they do the whole bit, and then he's like, "Oh, do this move and do this move," and then they get some chick up on stage like, "Oh, you got to do a sexy dance for her."
And
I'm
sure
just
enough-
I'm just like, okay, I'm going all out on this shit,
know
and I
there's
just
a
lift
snake.
up my shirt and fucking truffle shuffle in her face.
Bird did the fucking truffle shuffle.
Fucking Steve Bird was on the floor, pounding
lost-
his fist, laughing as hard as he's ever laughed in his
Lost
life.
his mind. It was
Lost
hilarious.
his mind. And there's a black dude who was after me that was just like, fuck that, I can't follow that. I showed up a black dude. That's the only time I've ever done that in my life. The only ever time that has ever happened is I had a guy at work, a black dude at work, who listened to the CWA album and was like, shit, you can make money off of that shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you like the album, but it was kind of a joke.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
But it's
But no.
terrible.
He fucking loved that shit.
That's fucking funny, man.
It
Heart's
was
in the right
too
place.
fucking funny.
So, did you know
And like
Jeff
went
Goldblum
up
from
after the
Pittsburgh?
show, and like he was like, "Dude, that was so funny." I'm like, "Thanks, man. I had a blast. Like that's a good story to tell someday."
What were you saying, Guff?
Did you know Jeff Goldblum from Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
My mother-in-law went to high school with him.
Really?
Yes,
There you go.
And was he still doing Tai Chi back then?
couldn't tell you. Carol wasn't very.
Jeff
Wasn't a
Goldblum still
social
doing Tai
butterfly.
Chi.
You're not gonna buy anything from Mr. Man?
I guess I could sell my TMP ammo,
Doesn't
so that I could buy a TMP.
doesn't one of her uncles? Isn't his sister married to Art Garfunkel?
I don't know.
Is that something you want to be proud
One
of?
of my aunts. One of my.
Do you want to be married to the worst part of Simon and Garfunkel?
Oh, so is Nicotero. Oh.
Well, we can't all
Garfunkel.
make Graceland, so
It's true. We can't all make Graceland.
it's a good album. It's an awesome album.
So
It
many
is.
people from Pittsburgh, and I never knew it.
Tap right there.
Type all the rights.
Yo, dog, I heard you like typewriting. So we typed all your rights while you read all your types.
Wah, wah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, look, it's the
Sexy,
best.
you want to go for a swim?
It's the best character in Resident Evil.
Which
You
one?
can hear all the fart gas escaping my ass.
Hey, do you know she's in this game?
Fuck, I wish she wasn't.